pendule fait tic-tac, tic-tic. Les oiseaux du lac pic-pac, pic-pic. Glou, 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 font tous les dindons.
4 environmentally friendly lawnmowers at work for the city of Paris. The sheep keep the grass short on undeveloped plots of land, without endangering the small animals living there. The sheep are currently grazing on a lot near the city archives. The head of the archives, herself an animal lover, brought them here. She hopes the sheep will prove to be more than insect-friendly lawn groomers.
People don't know us. We're back from the street and the way isn't well signposted. It was designed that way for security reasons. The sheep help us to show people, look, here's some green space, perfect for a picnic. And if you're a little curious, you can take a peek in our conference room.
Naturally, these aren't run-of-the-mill domestic sheep. Next to choice cows and pigs, they're bred here at this farm operated by the city of Paris. This breed of Breton dwarf sheep was once virtually extinct.
These sheep stay small, so you can forget using them for meat. But they have other benefits. They're robust and almost never get sick. And they eat everything imaginable, even plants with little protein.
Until now, cars, not animals, had priority in Paris. Even the banks of the River Seine were paved to facilitate the flow of traffic. Pollution became so bad that Parisians decided to take action. Many voted for the Green Party in the last local elections, far more than usually do in France. The Green City councilors declared war on traffic and began cultivating green spaces in the city. Now they're basking in their success.
Paris is a special case. The city has even become a place of refuge for various animal species. The agricultural areas surrounding the city are so contaminated with pesticides that the animals prefer to come to Paris.
Foxes in particular are often seen in the city. And species like the Soprano Pipistrelle, a bat once rare in Paris, find the French capital increasingly attractive. Even the timetable of construction work has been altered on their account. At this construction site, they work day and night for months to be finished before winter set in. Now around 500 of the little bats can hibernate here undisturbed by the vibrations of construction equipment. Few Parisians ever come face to face with a Soprano Pipistrelle. This one was nursed back to health by a Parisian student after it broke its wing. But for animal rights activists, the city's animal protection initiatives don't go far enough. They say some animals are getting a rough deal.
The city council doesn't like stray cats. A few years ago, there were lots of untagged cats in my district. But then the city sent out animal catchers, and from one day to the next, the cats were gone. Except for Mara here, who I rescued. When there are too many of one kind of animal, people get frightened, especially people at City Hall.
At Paris City Hall, staff say they've done nothing wrong. It's part of the concept that the numbers of any single species shouldn't get out of hand. That's why Peregrine Falcons have been brought in to drive out many of the thousands of pigeons now living in Paris. In June, atop a smokestack at a Paris heating plant, a brood of peregrine chicks was born, a first for the city.
If you'd told me a decade ago that there'd be peregrines in Paris, I'd never have believed it. They're birds that normally only live in the wild.
Residents seem to appreciate the initiative More Animals in Paris, albeit with certain reservations.
The pigeons are a nuisance, but they've been largely exterminated in Paris. So things are much better now. As long as they don't make a mess, other animals don't bother me.
Sheep on parkland? That's good. Then you don't need to mow the grass.
They're wild animals in the city?
Like squirrels.
Those kind of animals. Okay, as long as they don't hurt us.
At Desrolles, one of the world's oldest taxidermist shops, they say that animals are currently fashionable in Paris. Interior decorators are clamouring for prepared and stuffed animals. The Breton dwarf sheep is still missing from their extensive collection of mounted animals. But then, these woolly creatures are still needed alive elsewhere.